Greetings and welcome to Tarot by Mo. This is for the sign of Cancer for the week of December 12th through the 18th, 2016. Your overall energy for the week is balance. In your couple, you want to, this week, be careful to, every reading so far has had a similar sound. I believe it's because of the Gemini moon, new moon that we had that represented duality. And so in our couples, we're going to experience the yin yang, so to speak, energy. We're going to look into finding compromises, finding the true face value of whatever obstacle we're going through. Good, bad, ugly, or indifferent, it's up to you. Every energy is not, to me, there is no good or bad, not even in tarot, because when you look at life through the eyes of the glass half full, you realize that every circumstance is a lesson to be learned. Every situation is a chance to learn something for the better, whether it hurts or feels good. Either way, you're learning something good. You're learning what you do and you don't want, what works for your couple and what doesn't, how to speak up, how to know when to be quiet, all kinds of things, right? So balance also reminds me of the Libra card. So I don't know if any of you Cancers are dealing with a Libra at this point. They call for a lot of balance, and they bring that into a relationship very well, or into anything they do when they're mature and walking in their power. So overall, it's a good card. Your balance means that whatever's taking place this week, it's to bring more balance to your union. That's simple. You'll find that my readings are. You'll find that I am a very intuitive reader, and I do not think that it takes 30 minutes to explain an overall energy, especially if we're just talking about a week's time. And so it's not to tickle your fancy. It's just exactly what Spirit gives to me. So you got the Love card. And we all know that, just look at the card. Can't go wrong with that. There is much love between the two of you. Whether the balance comes in that you decide that you can no longer stay, or you decide that we need to make some compromises, or it's just a very yummy week of lots of good love and your balanced time at work and time at home, time with the children, time for play, time for alone, time for yourself, that you just had a good week. You've got to love yourself. You've got to love others. You've got to love others outside of your circle. So this week is just a good week to look at bringing a lot of balance into all the areas that you exude and receive love. Put a little rose quartz there just to ground that energy. You do have a beautiful reading here. Wisdom. Use wisdom in all of your dealings with your partner, with coworkers, with it branches out a little more than just your couple. When you use wisdom in any conversation, your reactions, your actions, your speech, try this week to use wisdom in your couple, to bring more balance. Do you have to fight over everything? Do you have to argue? Do you have to complain? Can you sometimes just not say anything and let the moment pass? Let's use less energy in the direction of negativity and balance out all that we've expelled into our relationships over time with some wisdom. Five of Staves, again, I was feeling that it shows a bit of energy that could cause quarrels only because when we tend to call for balance in our lives, we will find wrong and right. We have to realize that it's not about that. Balance is not black and white. Balance is not even 50-50. Sometimes somebody has to give 60, sometimes somebody has to give 40, sometimes somebody's giving 80, the other only 20. But it still calls for balance. It's still going to come out to 100%. Whoever's strong right now, whoever's has more sense, maybe you're the one that says, hey, this week I don't feel like fighting. This week I just want to love. So you overlook a lot of stuff. That brings balance into your relationship, gives them time to think, right? Judgment. A lot of times people think of this card, and I use my intuition with these cards. I'm not cut and dry with just how people use them, right? We're bigger and greater than that and always evolving. So whatever spirit is trying to speak to me through this card, intuitively, I can see this, 10 times in a week, but yet I get something different every time. So in Judgment, she's smiling, looking down at this picture. He's kind of standing there with a wand, kind of fiery, upset. And she's like, I could be mad at you too. But I'm bigger than that. I'm on a higher ground. I'm taking the higher road. Let's do that in our couple this week. All right, we're going to pull whatever comes out. Sometimes it's one card, sometimes it's two. This was the Lover's Path Tarot, one of my favorites. Now I'm going to pull from some clarification from the Nature's Whispers. These are beautiful cards. I would like to hang them on my wall. So, sounds like you're going to have a wonderful week, Cancer. And, it's just the energy across the board. That's what this moon brought in this week. It's very dominant. So it's coming out. I got your card that quick. Pause. You would say, how can balance, your overall card, how can balance be brought in by pausing? Again, remember I said, let's take the higher ground, right? Let's use wisdom. Let's really use love, right? Instead of this energy that may come in, let's balance it out, right? By taking the higher ground. Let's pause before we speak. Be quick to hear and slow to speak. It's that simple. I wish you a wonderful week. Until we meet again next week, have a blessed one. Inbox me if you have, or email me. It'll be in the link below. I would love to do a private reading for you or answer any questions you might have. I'm new to this channel, so I would love for you to get to know me better. And by all means, ask questions about how I do what I do, and I'll be glad to answer. And over time, you'll get more nuggets, right? All right, it's been a pleasure.